Good morning and welcome to the dialogue. My name is Jonas Abedi-Nima. It's a wonderful week and it's the beginning of a very great week in the month of Ghana. I want to start with my quote for today, and it says, "The present moment is the only moment available to us." The present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. Let me take it slowly. The present moment is the only moment available right now to you and I, and it's the only moment that is available to open all doors for all other moments that comes after that. So if you decide to shut this moment, if you decide to abuse this moment, if you decide to misuse this moment, though it might not come back to you, it might or might not open doors to other moments. Be mindful how you use your time, your resources, and even your life. Over the weekend, I had a heated argument with some friends over sleeping beauties, or quotes, unquote, ladies who like sleeping and claim sleeping makes them beautiful. And trust me, I'm sure we didn't end well. We will still go back to argue on that. But yeah, it's just a moment, and they choose to sleep instead of go out there to be nuisance or to do stuff that will bring them problems. And others will choose to ride around town and just have fun. And others will try to be resourceful. Anyhow you use it, it's your moment, and you should be mindful how you use it. This quote was brought to us, or it's by Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh. Thank you very much for that wonderful quote. Today it's part of the Ghana month, and you can tell I'm already in my Ghana outfit. We'll be taking a look at our newspaper headlines, but I want to tell you that this show is proudly sponsored by King's Drinking Mineral Water. King's Drinking Mineral Water, right now as I'm talking to you, is the hottest water in town. And when I mean hottest, it's the cutest. It's the sexiest water right now. And it's well and carefully packaged, treated under the state-of-the-art machines. It's nice for all occasions. Happy belated birthday to you, Onassis Afonso Ogbami. Your sitting yesterday was awesome. I really loved it. And hi to you, Shadrach Ogbami, Shadi. Yeah, you were also in Accra, Dabraka. Yeah, you guys made a wonderful time yesterday. I want to tell you that if you want King's Drinking Mineral Water in bulk, you can reach them at the Medina near the post office, or the King's Beverages Company Limited near Gomoa Porting Junction. Their numbers are 0302 681 984, 0302 681 984, 0240 521 276, 0240 521 276. King's Drinking Mineral Water in Swood they'll grab one bottle of King's Drinking Mineral Water today, and you will come back to get more King's Drinking Mineral Water in Swood Let me quickly start with Daily Graphic, and it has this shocking story. Grabbed campaigns in robbery cases in police custody. Grabbed. And I'm carefully going to read the list from left. It has Kamaru Ibrahim, Royal Motors and Lebanese incident. That's the first on the left, top left. Kesina Blessing Kaji, Teshi Forex Bureau robbery case. Emmanuel Kote arrested in connection with Kwabenya cell break. Well, Ghana cell break. Baba Issa arrest related to killing of Okada rider in 2017. William Osilijo alleged to be involved in car break-ins. Well, I'm sure the police is up and doing, so they know what to do and the next step to take. Let me quickly get on to the Ghanaian Times, and it says Ghana's population hits 29.6 million. Statistical Service. Ghana's population hits 29.6 million. Statistical Service. And you have on the bottom left, National Security engaged traders, shop owners before eviction. And that is by Mustafa Hamid. Government to install 200,000 solar systems to power household, commercial, and government facilities. I truly agree. We need the way out. The Chronicle says, sale of ECG bad deal. And it has Mahama Yariga says he has only one vote in Parliament and could not have stopped it. Sale of ECG bad deal. Well, strict enforcement of bylaws is the answer to sanitation conundrum at Japan. Okay. Mr. Kofi Adda, Minister for Water and Sanitation, speaking at the forum. Okay. And then you have Dr. Sian Osipon, Japan. He's CEO of Jospon Group of Companies. Well, we need more actions than words. We need more actions, more actions, more actions. Suhum Revenue Collector fights MCE. Wow. Suhum Revenue Collector fights MCE. And Arnold Queno dragged to presidency. Whoa. And Angel Group sweeps 3 awards in the later corner. And it said, Agogo farmers seek government funding to boost cashew production. We will call Dr. Wafa, is it Wafa Kwabena, to tell us about the cashew plantation. But yeah, good morning to my family in Suhum. Daily Guide, alarm blow over Ibrahim cars at airport. Alarm blow over Ibrahim car at airport, and he has a picture of Ibrahim Mahama here with his glasses on his neck, looking straight into the camera. Nana pledges more solar. Baumia rejects killer Hajj fare. Thank you, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I'm sure a lot of people will try to go. Justice Appel must go. And that is, I think I'll touch a little bit on the Ibrahim issue. I had a little bit of discrepancies on that. Firebrand Member of Parliament, MP. Interesting introduction. Parliament for Asin Central in the Central Region, Kennedy Ohene, Japan, has made mind-blowing claims to the effect that a private company headed by Lebanese at the Kotoka International Airport is being allowed to operate without any official security supervision. The company is said to be allowing cargo to pass through its system without security checks. Wow. Nana pledges more solar. So, yep, I think the appropriate authorities will take a look into that, or will start looking into that story. Solar energy to boost industries. Solar energy to boost industries. Extra package for households, communities. And then they have government explains relocation of shops around president's residence. Well, it's mostly in Ghana that the president needs to explain some of these things, because clearly it bridges security. If that's where he clearly chooses to stay, well, but I'm sure there are people who know better than I do, and we'll try and engage some people on the phone lines. Let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we go into the issues for today and probably have you call into the show. Send us your text and send us your WhatsApp on 0243055000, 0243055000. Also, we are streaming this show live on Facebook at Net2 TV GH, Net2 TV GH. So if you're driving, if you are in the traffic, if you're not closer to your TV set, you can still access this show. And later in the day, we'll upload it on YouTube at Net2 TV GH YouTube. So yeah, you can watch it over and over and over again. We're taking a quick break, and when we're back, we go straight into the program for today. Welcome to the show. The numbers are 0243055000. We'll be to me after 0243055000. But before then, we are trying to touch on few stories in the newspapers, and then we'll get on the phone lines and get seated with our guest for today. I'm taking the story from the Daily Statesman that says solar energy to boost industries. Solar energy to boost industries. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has pledged the commitment of his government to increasing the contribution of the solar energy to the country's energy mix. Well, so he has pledged to give solar lanterns and others to help the energy system in Ghana. And I have touched on the alarm blows over Ibrahim car at airport. So yeah, Justice Appel must go. Let me take a bit of that on Justice Appel must go. Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability is as ESPA, a human rights group, is advocating for Supreme Court Judge Justice Yawa. And from the bench for his poor handling of the findings against embattled businessman Alfred Agbesi Wayomi. Well, the phone lines are 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899. The Daily Guide says revenue collectors fight MCE. Why must that be? Let's see what it is. It says the revenue collectors in the Suhum municipality in the eastern region are angry at the minister, Madam Margaret Dako, for allegedly taking their job and awarding it to her press aide, Samuel Ban, who is also known as Gosh, a teacher. Well, how? well, we will try and talk to them also. ECG sale bad deal by Mahama Ayariga, and he said Mahama Ayariga, a former minister for information in the former President John Mahama's government, has described as deal his government's decision to allow the Millennium Challenge Corporation to play a key role in the Ghana's power sector. And has power. He was very vibrant in this deal at the time, so I don't know why now. Ghana's population hits 29.6 million, statistical service. Let's take a bit on that. It says Ghana's population hits 29.6 million. I think they should run it up to 30 million. This will be confusing people. Or unless we go to the streets and ask, what do you think Ghana's population right now is? And people will start giving you figures. Ghana's population is now estimated at 29.6 million, up from the 24.5 million recorded during the 2010 population and housing census. A chief statistician with the Ghana Statistical Service, David Combat, has disclosed to the Ghanaian Times. He said the country's population growth rate is at an estimated 2.5 annually, adding that the estimated 33.8% of the population is made up of the youth. Well, so it means the youth is increasing in population, and we need to tailor our policies and programs to meet that demand. I'm really interested in the police grab these kingpins in robbery cases. So let me touch quickly on that, and probably you're also reminded that you can join the show by phone on 0240-550-899. If we have the phone lines on the screen, it will be helpful, so you can call in 0240-550-899. So this says the police have made 2 major arrests in connection with the Royal Motors Limited robbery, the killing of the Lebanese cashier in Tema, and the Kwabinya cell break. The arrest of Kamaru Ibrahim alias Ano Kwaliche, God have mercy. What a nickname, Ano Kwaliche, whose gang was involved in both the Royal Motors robbery and the killing of the Lebanese cashier, and Emmanuel Kote, one of the escapees in the Kwabinya cell break, comes on the heels of other major arrests made between March 5th and March 10, 2018. Well, now it explains why the jailbreak, because probably the Lord himself was in the jail, so they have to break to get him out. This really sounds like some kind of action movie, but yes, we need to empower the police to do more. I will commend the Medina police for trying to be visible on our streets and making sure that our streets and traffic flow is very smooth. You guys are doing a good job. I would also like to bring the attention of Zoom Lion into our refuse right in the middle of the streets in Medina, and to help us clean our cities. You also have to be careful that you don't dump refuse from consumables and stuff from your car onto the streets. Please try as much as you can. Let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we'll get on the phone lines and probably have our guests seated, and then we roll right into the show. We want to give our viewers today a time to call. It's been like for a while now, the show gets so hot that we hardly get them time to express or concerns, come with their questions and comments. So this time we decided to give our viewers some time so they can call into the show. I'll be a fresh show no watch wadwin we bisa wasem and also do wadwin share atudwa. You say last week ni entumi amama nkasa yi, especially Kumasi fo am frefre you know. Mo frɛ yɛ na fe show na yɛ too hot nti etumi amama nkasa ene de ya hyɛ da sɛ yɛ pɛ sɛ mo frɛ na mo kyerɛ mo adwen na mo bisa mo nsɛm nyina awie na fe yɛ show ne hyehyɛ so a ne aka no na yɛ nso yɛ de no ɛkɔ King's Drinking Mineral Water is the US water in town, the beverage by King's Drinking Mineral Beverages Limited. It's carefully treated under the state-of-the-art water treatment machine, and its quality and taste cannot be compared to non-existing brands on the market. It's now available in mats, shops, supermarkets, and all over the country. It's recommended for parties, funerals, weddings, and all other occasions. Party makers can do without King's Drinking Mineral Water. So trust me, event organizers, contact King's Drinking Mineral Water and get some good deals and good packs of water. I think we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, me pacho dini baby I'll free. Okay, I think we can. Okay. All right. Sorry. Me pacho, try as much as possible to turn down the volume on your TV set. Try as much as possible to turn down the volume on your TV set, just so we can have a smooth conversation. So, ma TV ni volume ni nko form, and say making sure say we mute no. Ni eni nkomo fa telephone so. Me pese me no be kasa fa telephone so, nye TV ni so. And no sound, there will be delay and interferences. Me pacho. Let's take a quick break, and when we are back, we get on the phone lines and then have our guests seated for today whilst we roll for the show. We'll be right back after this break. The show, so it's the dialogue show. My name is Jonas Abedianim. You can join this show live on Facebook at Net2 TV. Net2 TV. We're touching on the newspaper reports for today, and then we'll phone lines to call into the show. We realized that over last week we really didn't give them time to bring their comments and questions. So this morning we decided to give. So just try and tell us what they felt. And if you have anything to talk about from the previous shows, you're welcome. We had calls back to back even after the show, and in the weekends, people had concerns, especially people from Kumasi. So please call into the show on 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899, and let's talk. Do we have a caller on the line? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Udini, name and where you're calling from?
Within the Kwame, Kasafri Madina.
Okay, Kwame Koso.
Professor, the 2-4, made my foot in on my pay, so a Jumaya. So, or put to my uncle, so I'm going to get a couple eternity. Or so no year, it's you know, you can't on them more. Yo,
yes, yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you. Let me pick on some of the things that I haven't read into details. I'm particularly meat is not caused the line. Good morning.
Morning.
Me pacho dini baby I'll free. Free. Okay, Eje. Eje pacho ma TV ni volume nimra from kakrawai. Okay, Eje koso yeti o. Mhm.
And if I said,
Mhm.
Now, I'm important. And then, brothers workers, the war in a little set, almost as you could be out.
Ah.
Because
Bino Moa, so Abana to the duty as never can be able to show that it's a good more from Sanya and she shared on the city. And she won't get the beaches of some work. Not that they are a dramatic coin 1 month, not only the person to be of some not all shit, not all shit, not all shit, not all shit. Who is sending the money?
Yo, yes, yeah, that's yes, yeah, that's that was a caller from a shaman trying to complain about the port. I think we will call Wabda Kwabena Sapon to a little bit more about government's interest in the cashew industry. So if my producers will get Dr. Kwabena Sapon also on to tell us a little bit of government's interest and cashew. I was touching on. Okay.
Good morning.
But you didn't be out free.
I'm Victor. Calling from Pabinya. Meetings go to Uncle and Evergreen Petroleum.
Oh, Victor, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. Yeah, I just want to have a little last week.
Okay.
I just focus on point, The party food soldiers. We are suffering too much. Ghana for so free education, nursing allowance, teachers allowance, and all that. But when you come to the grounds, and I think a party for also they should get this thing so that they can release some money to the system. Remember last week in Japan, was touching on that.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. And except for money, because I care for the system is too late this thing.
Okay, Victor.
Yes, money party for Katana,
okay. Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. I think if we some would hear any or some kind of way Wasuma. This is from Victor, and I really, I probably suggest you. I think you might be a foot soldier or one of the soldiers for probably the. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning,
yes, Joe. Yeah, Joe. There's the one for my voice in there. Me to say, Joe.
I
to say.
More information of.
Aye.
He may want mama. Why?
Yo.
Yeah, the young man said, Abua, and for an amount of me, and for food and food. India.
Yeah.
This is the area time. The president and people from the map from Yata food is here you. No, dear, boss. Upon that one of the phone, figure near Zina. What do we do? Yes, represent for a map. We pass drop from your paper or Yata before. Any position here, almost all your map. One man from Catalans will give us a camp.
Yo.
Which will be on less than mama.
Yo, Joe, me that's it. So, come on, dear.
But I say, oh, we have a call.
Yeah, Yababa Kumasi. Last week, the pass, the size a year you moved from Kumasi, have a issue 1 or 2. Probably a Friday.
Maybe catch you, I didn't pay the children so. So, normally, I suppose we have to see from
Sir. Yababa Friday back when you have a Kumasi, have a issue now. You not nothing. Yeah, she said, why? All right.
Last week, I'm afraid I shall film. The information be my data, it was probably full.
Okay.
It is Rabomodiana Mumra,
okay.
That's something and something I don't mean to yeah, that's why I'm
Ampa. Yo. Yes, yeah, that's a joke. All right. Bye. Well, on bushmeat issue. Consuming bushmeat does not cause lesser fever. And Dr. Opoku Edusei declares at the graphic departmental games. And this is serious. I know people like bushmeat. I'm really not a fan of bushmeat, but yeah. The medical director of Tama General Hospital, Dr. Kwabena Edusei, Opoku Edusei, has debunked public assertion that bushmeat, including rodents who them a fever leading to according to Dr. Opoku, fever could only spread or affect people when their foodstuffs were contaminated with feces and urine of infected rodents. Wow. I think this is a little of but yes, the phone lines are still open. We will still be answering more things to boost up our energy system here. And President in India, Ayariga, is declaring or saying that sale of ECG is a bad deal, and we have some armed robbery kingpins nabbed and behind bars, and we will see how the police tries to deal with that issue or how far they go with that investigation. Is it going to be as usual? We hear it and it fades off and it doesn't come up again, or it's going to be something that we treated with all seriousness to the latter. We need punitive measures. We need people named and shamed, brought to book, so it will serve as deterrence to others. We all need to live in peace and at peace with each other. Let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we have Joyce Zimpari. She is currently the National Women's Organizer. She is the NHIS board member, and also she's pushing hard to become the Women's National Organizer for the MPP. We took part of her time to answer our phone calls, and so I think we should not take any more of her time. We realized that we didn't give our viewers enough time to call into the show, and last week, because it was so hot and we had a lot of things to discuss, so today we decided to give them a little time so they can actually tell us what they feel. And you've heard a few complaints from Kumasi, Ashaman. It just shows that Net2 TV, we are all over the place right now. And trust me, if you're not getting us, you can retune and find out where we are. We are out and far right now. Net2 TV is certainly beyond the limit. This is the Dialogue Show. We are live on Facebook at Net2 TV GH. Net2 TV GH. Let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we come in the studio with Joyce Zimpari. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. It's the Dialogue Show. My name is Jonas Abedienim. I think more of the viewers prefer my Abedienim to the Jonas Abedienim. Well, Joyce just nodded. Joyce, how are you doing? You're looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
And your dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Why do you say big of course? You're one of those who are advocating I use Abedienim instead of Jonas Abedienim.
In fact, even though because I've traveled so long with Joyce and people know me, I would have abandoned the name Joyce. I think it's worth us doing
the African.
We should be more African than
yeah.
So we are even confused whether it's a Christian name or
it's a British or foreign name. That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Well, Joyce, how was your ride here? The traffic this morning is horrible.
And let me say good morning to your cherished viewers. And let me take this opportunity to wish the First Lady of the Republic happy birthday.
Oh, man, I missed that. How do you beat me to that? Oh, my goodness, she's my mom. Oh, Auntie Rebecca, happy birthday.
Rebecca na Okako Ekufu Adu. Happy birthday.
Wow.
And we pray that the good Lord continue to bless you and your household and this mother Ghana, your nation, as well. Our nation, our dear nation, as well.
Joyce, how did you beat me to that?
You see?
My Rebecca, I'm coming to the office right after this show. Trust me. I'm coming. You know, I'm coming for my cup of Milo and then the small chit-chat.
I don't think you need to partake.
I saw you on the International Women's Day.
Yeah, sure.
You're trying to be like, oh, mommy's daughter in that place. All over the place.
Yes, I'm mommy's daughter, mommy's girl.
I see. Well, Joyce, we took a little bit of your time for our callers to call in. So sorry for keeping you waiting.
That's okay. It's worth it because once a while, their feedbacks at what also carry us or pushes us to know what to do right and what we are not doing right.
That's true.
So it's worth having them contributing to the program.
It
would have been very boring without their contribution.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. So I think it's worth. And then we have always complained about the traffic at this your entrance.
Yeah.
And this morning, to my surprise, in fact, I was there for about 10 minutes trying to get access into this place. Meanwhile, there are policemen standing there. One in their
the
uniform and then the MTT. They have seen them around. Shut the commercial drivers
are still misbehaving.
There. So I wonder what they are doing there. If they can't do the job, they should vacate.
You know what I suspect? I suspect that they should be changed frequently, because when they keep one policeman at a post,
with them.
Yes, and you know these drivers, they are bad. I have witnessed some of them collecting tips in bulk for the policeman. Like,
but no, do you blame only the driver? The police work hand in hand with them. It's in connivance with the police, because I don't think any driver, knowing that the police will know, if you know you have a very strict police officer, would you collect the money and go? They know their weaknesses, and that's why they try to take advantage of the situation.
Interesting.
Collect money and give to them.
Because that's really, really boring to get. You beat the time and you get just at the front of a Man FM, and it will take you like 20 minutes to get here into a Man FM. Well, we like these people. They're part of us. They are our people. But trust me, they make our mornings.
Nobody is saying they shouldn't pick and drop passengers there, but we know that best practices, you pick and drop a passenger and you don't spend more than 2 minutes at a place.
Yeah.
But here the pack and load, and mine is at least one way has been created for you,
and then a lane for us to go.
So leave the other lane for us. Yet you have those commercial drivers parked on the other lane, loading passengers.
And you know the funny truth is there's space on where they are supposed to park, but they leave there to park where we have to flow
because they are chasing or they are running competing for passengers.
That is true.
Do you need to benefit at the deterrent?
But you know what I believe?
At the expenses of us.
I believe if passengers will be sensitive enough to all congregate at one point, the drivers will be forced to go to that point to get them. So if we don't spread on the road or on the pavement,
discipline is killing us.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to indiscipline. That's true. But yeah, life goes on.
Oh sure.
Well, President is saying
we are here again.
He's going to support us with energy, say like solar systems. We have.
I bet it's long overdue.
Well,
looking at where we are situated on the global map.
Yeah.
Look, Saturday I went for a funeral at a swim. Scorching sun. You could feel it
on your body.
I tell you. Then you ask yourself, what are we doing with all this?
Yeah, we're getting it wasted.
Wastage is what we're creating.
Yeah. Interesting.
A lot could have been. Look, I'm looking at a time when there will be a policy that in every building, at least 40% of your energy should be solar.
But solar is quite expensive too.
Well, if you have had all what it takes to put up the edifice,
that's true.
Then you should have what it takes to panel the solar system.
That is true.
It is for your own benefit.
That is so true.
Because if you quantify the amount of money you use in paying electricity bills, and then you put it together, do you know the benefit that you derive from that?
That is true.
You understand? It should be a policy program tailored and geared towards energy creation and energy efficiency. You understand? So, you know, there are times I always look within our communities. I don't know why. Maybe these are some of the things we can be selling to the assemblies and things to look up to. Someone will have the money to put up big, huge edifice.
Yeah.
And yet drains in front of their houses.
They can't do it. They wait for government to come construct drains.
Meanwhile, that's why there are landlords associations and things. You can contribute.
Are there landlords associations? I've never heard that. I know that is in Nigeria.
Yes. No, in Ghana, yes,
really?
They are there. Yes, they are there.
I see.
They are there. But even if it is not, the assembly should give a specification of drainage system. So you know that when you put out your house, your wall or the entrance or
the first few meters of
you should do the drain.
You know, I can bet you on that we have them in our documents, but enforcement has been a problem. I've had an interesting text from one of our very faithful viewers, Wolanyo from Akwetia, and I would like to read this out. He says, let's take security concerns seriously. I was touching on President or Minister for Information saying that
Why
they
you
engaged
going
with the shop owners in front of President's house in Nima before trying to evict them. And it was one of the topics we talked on earlier. And Walanyo from Akotia says, let's take security concerns seriously. When you go to Fifth Avenue in New York, where the Trump Plaza is situated, even though Trump is in the White House, major buildings, facilities, and roads are closed down with tight securities, which is true. I have personally been there. And I happened to be there one of the days that Trump was said to have been coming there, and the place was packed. I have been there when he's not there, but the place is in operational, and then the place still had tight security like he's there. Because he can come there, show up, and go anytime. It's his property. Now, it says, even a house close to the former President John Mahama house was forcibly bought from the owner at cantonment, simply because it was a threat to the security. NDC are the people who make good thinkers think mad. Please, I won't use that word that you used after that. Is, well, something is a disease, and I don't want to say that. Regards to Chairman Freddie Blay and Madam Kate Jemfo. Okay, you took the opportunity to put your shout-outs out. That was smart, but okay. Let me read this also. While President Akufo-Addo-led MPP government is working tirelessly for the betterment of the ordinary Ghanaians, NDC minority MP in parliament are using pull him down syndrome, mischievous propaganda and lies to make the country ungovernable, but Ghanaians will not kowtow to any needless pressure from the NDC people. Ghana is working again. Ghana Beye Yao Osanki De Aifa. Okay, these are like regular popular texts I've heard all over. But yeah, back to our discussion.
Yeah, I heard the same story over the airwaves, and I was like, are we serious in this country? Because don't forget, he's the first gentleman of the land.
True, and his security must be our concern.
Look, it's of so much importance to the national security and us as citizens in general.
True.
God, look, in life, anytime there's change in status, you know everything around you also do what?
Changes. That's true.
That is what people should start, begin to understand, that when status change,
everything else changes. True.
This is the president of the land. And I'm even surprised. Look, it's long overdue. We've waited too long a time. It's a year plus now. You know, when former President Jerry John Rawlings, you remembered when he moved into Rage?
Yeah.
You know, they even blocked the road until they were public right that low. At least they will know how to manage the place, but you can't block it totally out of motorists and things.
So I remember the one just in front of his house was the one that was blocked.
That's right.
And even eventually it was open, and they added more security.
That's right. That's right. But no one saw that there was any trading going around the place.
You know, that is more exposure to security threats.
One thing I asked that, look, those areas that the people were occupying around the president's residence, one, are those places demarcated for trading?
No.
No.
Those are like a pavement.
It's a pavement, and pavements are meant for walk.
Yeah, for pedestrians to walk
on.
Yeah.
And we allow, look, it's high time we take up city authorities. We allow one person to legalize an illegality, and we sit aloof, not thinking of what to do, and then we are only caught up by our own words and deeds that we find it difficult trying to amend the situation. Last 3 weeks or so, you know, I called on the MC for
Medina and Pantana.
One Sunday from Adenta, or I was coming from Oyarifa, when I got to the overhead bridge, is it Atomic?
Yeah.
This man who has put up almost a drinking spot
under the overhead
bridge.
Yeah.
So I called her and said, look, you shouldn't allow this thing to continue.
It will spread out in no time.
Last week, when I was using the same route, somebody has also set up another table and was preparing, was it Indomie or something? Before you realize, they would have turned
the place is choked.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
And the same thing is like the Ofankor overbridge.
Yeah.
Go there and it's a marketplace. Tomorrow when you want to evict them,
It becomes a
it
crime.
becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Why did you in the first place even allow them to occupy those spaces?
Well.
Are those places meant to be market centers?
No.
Are they meant to be commercial places? No. So we don't sit and legalize an illegality. One, when they were occupying, was it right for them to have occupied the place in the first place? No. Was it demarcated to be a commercial area in the first place? No. But he accommodated them. Today, the status has changed. And the serene of wherever he occupies, security is key.
Paramount.
It's paramount. And I was so overwhelmed. And I couldn't even I couldn't believe it when I heard the information Mr. Kamisa, look, coming out to say
engaged.
We engaged them. That even compensations were paid to them.
Yeah.
Then you have this NDC paper informer. And look at what they're writing. You know, these are NDC brothers. I don't know. I don't know. If we don't hold our temperaments and things, we say what we don't. Because I don't know whether they are suffering from opposition, what and what. You don't even know what term to use on them. That they try to find wolf wherever there is no wolf.
Yeah.
How can you create so much a story, create a necessary message about this thing? Why? These people could have been just evicted without any compensation or anything.
Well, but that would be a little bit inhuman. Like,
We understand.
you know?
That's why they use the human face, the human touch, in engaging them and going further to pay what compensation. But you know there'll be one or two miscreants around within them who might be anti-government, and for that matter, they'll go out and say what they're saying.
True.
Go out there and find out from.
But after you've taken the compensation, why do you go out to complain?
Why, even if you say you won't take it, nobody is committed to paying you any compensation. You know, it is only this country that when people legalize an illegality and you want to amend the laws to get things properly done, then you are asked to pay compensation. In other jurisdictions, you would have been made to pay a fine. Do you know that?
Why?
Yes, because you settle at an unapproved place, and if government needs to get you out, the cost of getting you out, you need to bear the cost.
Well, in other jurisdictions, yes.
You need to bear the cost. But here it is the reverse, that you pay compensation to people who have legalized an illegality.
But back onto the case, for instance, the domain, what do you call it? Atomic junction. Overhead. Well, we've seen them started gathering there, coming there. In the first place, a drinking spot in that corner, it should not be allowed. If you look at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle overpass, the way they've done the under of the bridge to avoid people from being comfortable there, it is like that in most countries. People find comfort in places like that, and then over the time,
you have the homeless trying to.
They congregate there. So yes, this is like more or less a very busy area where people will pass and go back and forth. So you cannot really get that thing done all over, but they can do it to a point where they will leave just a walking path that becomes uncomfortable for someone to settle and establish. And if that is not done, you can also stop the people from. People are always finding business avenues. So yes, if I find that place suitable for what I want to do,
it is not you finding the place.
If you make it habitable for me, I will go there.
Why, look, then tell me that tomorrow, by this time, people should come and occupy the space of
the front of
the front of Oman FM.
No, they cannot. We park cars there. But I can tell you a secret.
I'm just taking you by your own ways.
No, I can tell you something. One day we had people who would come all the way to our back of the building and fetch our water and then go. Like when they have water shortage. And I find that quite surprising. Like you go to somebody's property.
You know, there are times some of the things, what they do is they need to approach you. And then when you
ask them permission,
yes. And then when they seek your permission and you give them the mandate to fetch.
They don't. They just walk by the building.
It's wrong.
And then
and you know, in this country, because we don't always want to be tagged with bad names and things.
We allow certain things.
You find it difficult confronting them. Why have you just evaded my premises and trying to take away something without my permission? Just for the fear that, hey, tomorrow they'll go, hey, we went to Kennedy Paul's office to go.
Oh, he's not even aware of it.
No, I'm only saying that's what they will go out to say. It's not about him. But those people,
they will tag it to
him. Of course. You know, is the name, if they call Abedi, who knows Abedi?
Well, they can say Abedi Pele, the one who plays soccer.
Oh, but what has Abedi Pele got to do here? But by the mention of the name Kennedy or Compaco,
all lights.
That
is true.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
And for that matter, people take advantages of the slight opportunities or difficulties people have, and then they want to misuse.
They go out of their way.
The situation. Yeah, that's not fair. You understand?
I think we should create an example with this atomic bridge.
Yeah.
So the Medina.
In fact, from your going to call it, I know. Dede, I know you're preparing for your wedding on coming Saturday.
Wow. I have not had my invitation card. What?
Dede, you made me be a gossip this morning.
Okay, congratulations. But hey, I'm waiting for my invitation card.
So I know you're busy putting up your final touches to your DD, but there's still work to be done. You cannot take your eyes off your own municipality.
Yeah.
So please. In fact, the very day I reported to him, with the drinking one, they moved in, they sweeping.
Oh, I see.
And I think they waited for about a week or two, and they are back there. So it is just a matter of making sure that you have people policing the place and making sure that they get them
out of the place. But I think it's not about people policing. People cannot police 24/7.
So
what I
can
can suggest,
work. Find them, take them, let the laws deal with them.
No,
to serve as a deterrent.
What I would suggest to Dede, if you're listening, I think you should get those, what do you call it, the metal fence, and just fence majority or the biggest part of the place and leave just a walking path. In that case, nobody goes down there.
See, I was looking at maybe greening of that area. There are places that is sunny and things.
Greening?
But
greening? You make it more attractive for them to relax. Yes, I agree to greening.
You see, I saw this thing in Kenya. They have parks and they have places like this. They green them. They have chairs. But you realize that people turn up to find comfort within that place, so they don't move around, they don't do anything, and they go there to just while away their time. But it could have been another great opportunity for people to go there, relax for just a few minutes, and move away. But ask yourself, will people go and sit there for a few minutes and move away?
Yeah.
People will use this as their
homes.
The inhabitants, and they will be inhabiting the place.
And they will not go.
Perpetual.
Trust me. When I saw the under part of the circle interchange, I really didn't like it. But when I see the guys even with that,
the media people were up against.
I didn't like it. But trust me, when I saw the people even with all that trying to feel comfortable there, I was like, hey, Charlie, if this and you are still trying to be comfortable, then you can imagine. Then a typical example is just the one in front of New Plant Station. It doesn't have those rocks there under it, and you can tell how people are sleeping and relaxing. And if a car for some reason loses the brakes, your life,
city authorities.
They don't see that as government protecting, because that's not a place meant for you to be comfortable. Anything can happen. So if you are being avoidant from coming there, it's for your own good. It's to save your life. A car can lose its brake. There can be a crash. That one car just missed the location or direction and it can just drive onto the pavement. And then what happens? You see? So please, I'm begging, I'm pleading people, some of these places are not meant for your comfort. You can walk by, you can relax for a few minutes, but to even settle and think of doing business at a point like that, it's not even safe. Please, and let's try and... Joyce.
It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task, though, but we'll get there.
What are you telling? You guys had a very beautiful International Women's Day. I was jealous. In actual fact, I spoke to some of the people who attended that they should do the same for International Men's Day, because you guys are really, really cheating on us.
Oh, don't be jealous.
Why shouldn't I be? Look at this splendid occasion with all this beautiful and...
You and I know.
I was sitting at the back. I told Richard and...
God in his own wisdom made woman so unique in creation. from time of creation until date. And being the last born.
You are the last things that God created.
You understand? And he took all his time
to
get us more.
Don't let mine thing start.
But we live in a world that we think it's a man
That is a world. Thank you for saying it right.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
I totally disagree with you. I can't say it's a man's
world.
Say yes, who?
Don't take me back. Don't let viewers start hating that part of me. It's a man's world. But yes, I plead and I'm pleading. When it's Men's Day, we should do same for men. And I'll be willing to go to the Flagstaff House. And you ladies sit behind like you made us sit behind.
Abedi, hold on. Let's put about 10 men out here and ask them how many of them feel the impact of their mothers in their life compared to their fathers. And I tell you, can have no less than 8 of them telling you that without their mothers, they wouldn't have been who they are.
True.
So why don't you celebrate?
And I'm saying, don't push me to that anger.
Look, every mother will go out of her own way through thick and thin. Look, I tell you, somebody did a census on this
gender
this thing,
impact
and
on people.
Put about 20 men out there and said, look, how many of you can tell me about the impact of your mothers on your life? And almost all of them said, look, our mothers sold their clothing, everything they had.
Don't you think sometimes mothers make up these stories so they can win the kids?
No!
Just let me tell you something.
It's not true.
I have a great impact from my dad, great from my mom, but the greatest of all from my grandma. May her soul rest in peace.
So you're what?
My grandma.
Thank you.
But you didn't let me lie.
No. I'm okay with that. You said yes, you had a great impact from your dad, your mom, but the greatest from your grandma.
Yes.
I didn't hear you say your granddad.
Oh yeah, he was also impactful. But what I'm saying is that
you just said it. Viewers have just heard you.
Why are you judging me?
The pronouncement.
Okay.
That the old woman, and that is why in every home, when we have problems, when we have any challenges, they tell we're going to ask the old woman.
Okay. Now International Women's Day is over. We are looking forward to International Men's Day. We want to have similar events at the Flagstaff House, and then we will make the ladies sit back, and we the men will sit in front. Because I felt I couldn't even sit. You found me going back, and I was like, why should they make us sit at the back? And all the men were at the back, and the ladies were in the front.
We're celebrating mothers.
My friend,
we're celebrating womanhood.
You invite us to come support your.
Oh yes, your support doesn't go ahead of you. Support is always
really
behind you.
Okay, I get that. I raise that. I'm sure first ladies going to question you after this show.
Side by side with us. That's what I want the men to understand, that we want to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. We are not saying we're going to skip ahead of you, and we don't want to be behind you so that we'll be forced to push you.
Oh, how? Joyce. Well, that's Joyce Zimpari for you. She's the Greater Accra Women's Organizer right now, and she's championing and working hard to become Greater Ghana's National Women's Organizer for the ruling NPP party. She said, hey. She is going for the National Women's Organizer for the NPP. And very soon.
If you're having difficulty, just say the New Patriotic Party.
NPP. Yes, you see, she's so proud of her party, which is good. Well, but viewers...
Go out there and when you ask people, which party do you support? You see the NPP people. I'm an NPP person.
Of course, because NPP is in power.
No. Even in opposition, our people were so proud because we know the party we belong to.
Yeah, from you see her, yeah. Well, we bring the show to an end for today. We had Joyce Zimpari. She's been very, 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 should I say funny, hilarious, very, very sarcastic, and very, very, very gender biased on this show today. But I hold my horses because we'll continue this conversation right after the.
In this matter, whether I was being biased or I was only being truthful.
Joyce, you must admit you are being biased.
No.
And I'm sure your family will take you up when you go home.
No.
Well.
My children know. Should they call them and they tell you, look, we have a dad, yes, but we have the best mom. And they have the sweetest grandmother. Is it because you guys prepare the food? Now I prepare better meals. So trust me, I won't have this in my home in the future. My husband is a good cook. He goes into the kitchen. He does. Anyway, Amafa is ready on standby. And this conversation continues after here.
Very soon we have studio audience and you can join us. This is The Dialogue. My name is Jonas Abedianim and we're happy having you as part of this show. We thank you all for being part. We'll be here same time tomorrow, 8 to 9 on the dot. We're out of here.